It's another Saturday where we bring you your favorite security and safety tonic on television, Security Watch Africa. Welcome to your program today. My name still remains Patrick Abambu. Today we have a portfolio of so many things that affect your security and my security. Welcome to the program today. You can see I'm still putting on the face mask as a reminder that coronavirus pandemic is still here with us. So whatever you do, be responsible and act responsibly so that you can protect yourself and protect your loved ones. Yes, also I'm putting on the green, white, green, and black in reflection of the mood. Yesterday, October 1st, 2021, Nigeria marked 61 years as a nation. We must say congratulations to all of us and congratulations to the spirit of Nigeria as we celebrate. Of course, it also calls for sober reflection that we must all put hands together to ensure that this country becomes that which we desire for it to come, that which we speak unto the country, so shall it be unto us. And that is the reality. There is no need for us to be crying. We must all do and work to ensure the country is peaceful for us to be who we desire it to be, what we desire it to be. Yes, unfortunately, some parts of, in fact, nearly all parts of the Nigeria seems to be experiencing one form of insecurity or the other, and there is fire on the mountain, like it's the popular saying, and the next is run, run, run. But we must not run. We have to work to ensure that this country is retrieved back from those who are planning to cause mayhem all over. In Anambra State, it's sad that a state that was once at some point regarded as a peaceful state has become a home where criminals wreak havoc and in the name of unknown government, killing a lot of innocent people. And the governor of the state, Chief Willie Obiano, who is the chief security officer of the state, has warned those troublemakers, and he put a bet that if you can give information to arrest these people, you get 20 million naira. Sit back as we bring you excerpts from what the governor of Anambra State said.
26 and yesterday, 28 September 2021, attacks on citizens at Oko, Agolo, Obosi, Mpo, Nobi, Newi, and other places have left about 10 people dead, including an illustrious son of this state, Dr. Chike Akunyele, husband of the late Dora Akunyele, who was reportedly gunned down yesterday around Mbo. These are our own people dying every day, and for what reason? In the Anambra, these attacks and accompanying deaths cannot be justified and must stop now. To all citizens of Anambra State and every person living and doing business in our state, I urge you now to join forces with us to confront this common enemy. We cannot condone this savagery for any reason whatsoever. I therefore call on all our youths in the state to rise up and protect our communities. Traditional rulers, president generals, the clergy, vigilante groups, and all leadership structures must now take responsibility and in conjunction with the police, military, and other law enforcement agents, work to restore order immediately. To reinforce our commitment and seriousness to this issue, I, on behalf of the state government, wish to announce a 20 million reward for any useful information leading to the arrest of the perpetrators of these heinous acts on our state. The people behind this must be unmasked and brought to book. I urge citizens to report to us anyone bearing firearm who is not a security or vigilante personnel, so we can deal with this monster once and for all. The number to call when you have any challenge is 0703 919 4332, or any police or other deployments, military, otherwise, close to yourselves. They will all work together to make sure that work works. As the Americans say, if you see something, say something.
Welcome back. And just like Security Watch Africa always say, if you see something, say something. It's very, very important because we must secure our country. Yes, close by state that is Enugu particularly, Security Watch Africa's crew visited to assess the security situation in the southeast and had interaction with some youths, youth leaders in the southeast and also in Enugu. And one thing that was very heartening, joyful, was the accommodation of the Nigerian Army, particularly the 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, and how they have helped to make sure that the state and the environment is peaceful. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by Shuli Daniels.
Sometimes now, there have been disturbing trends of insecurity in the southeast. Various attacks and killings of some security forces and innocent citizens. These have brought fears to the people of Southeast. To complicate the fragile situation and cripple the economic well-being of the people in the 5 states making up the Southeast, the indigenous people of Biafra declared a weekly sit-at-home, and some persons have vigorously enforced the sit-at-home order. Though some leaders and members of the IPOB announced the suspension of the sit-at-home order, yet the people are afraid to come out and carry out their lawful activities. But some youth who spoke with Security Watch Africa in Enugu have commended the Nigerian Army for the ways and manners they have handled the situation in the southeast.
Nigerian Army has been very, very instrumental to the peace we enjoy in Enugu State today. Military presence generally in any vicinity helps to scare away hoodlums and perpetrators of violence. And Enugu State is not an exception. The deliberate actions of Nigerian Army and the police, along with other security architecture put in place by the governor of Enugu State, has helped to single out Enugu State from the parade of crisis marching through Southeast. As you can see, Enugu State is very, very different. If you go to other Southeast states, people are very scared to even come out. But Enugu State is different, courtesy of the Nigerian Army. So they are doing wonderfully well.
Nigerian Army, they are doing their best so far Enugu State is concerned. Unlike other places, we do hear army, this army versus civilian. But here in Enugu, you know, Enugu State is known as a peaceful state. So the army also has joined hand in maintaining the peacefulness. And also the citizens of Enugu don't have issue with the army.
In recent times, we have witnessed very peaceful atmosphere in Enugu. Enugu is adjudged to be one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. And this can't go without a mention to the very wonderful interventions and diligent work by the military, the Nigerian Army, of the 82 Division. So I must say that they've been part of the progress we have witnessed as a state with regards to peace in Enugu.
These youth condemned the sit-at-home order, which they considered as counterproductive.
Some of our aged mothers believe in daily market to earn their living. So if we continue this sit at home, the economy of Southeast will be crippled. And as an average Igbo man, we believe in hustling. We don't believe in sitting at home. That is why every part of the country you see Igbo man.
For me, agitation is not bad, but it is the modus operandi that can overall summarize what you're really pursuing. So for me, it's right to agitate, but we should agitate in a proper manner. There are channels to handle grievances. So this issue of sitting at home, attacking security personnel, attacking individuals, creating fear and causing panic, it does no one any good. In fact, we are the most hit by it. And my problem is the intellectuals, the elites, and the knowledgeable ones we have amongst us are not deeply involved in this process. So you see, I don't want to call them touts, but you see, those that have little or no stake in the Nigerian projects are now the ones championing this. And of course, you know, the judgment is not balanced.
An Igbo man is naturally industrious. We are wired with a belief that wealth lives outside of the home. So an Igbo man wakes up every morning and venture out to create wealth. And that is why we have very rich people. We are economically important as far as this nation is concerned. So the sit at home thing, saying that every person, when you wake up on a Monday morning, you sit at home, it is an alien concept to the Igbo spirit. It is very alien. It is very strange to the spirit of the Igbo man. It is, in fact, it's something that should be discouraged at all levels. Because, you see, just imagine, there are persons who feed on their daily income. There are persons who sell fruits, sell different things that they make daily income before they feed. So if you say they should sit at home, how are you expecting them to feed for that day? So it's something that should be encouraged. It's something that is not welcome. It's something that is against what an Igbo man should stand for. It's something that is against the Igbo man himself.
They advise the people to brave it and come out to carry out their economic activities.
I'm here with my friend, Comrade Darlington, who is also the Secretary of the Youth Council. We're trying to see how the atmosphere is in the States. So we're just going on a tour, trying to ascertain the level of compliance, to know how to encourage more of the young persons to shun the sit at home and come out to help our region.
It is obvious that majority of the people in the southeastern part of Nigeria are happy with the Nigerian Army, as the Nigerian Army, under the command leadership of Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, is poised to ensure that all parts of the country is safe and secured. Shirley Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, kudos to the security agencies, particularly the Nigerian Army, for doing a yeoman job in that area. The 82 Div, they are doing very well. Yes, here in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, there seems to be a new wave of fear, of insecurity, because some people are threatening the peace of the capital, Abuja. And Security Watch Africa, Peggy Agbe, put together this report to find out what should be done. Sit back as we bring this report.
Nigeria is faced with diverse unprecedented security crises, ranging from banditry, kidnapping for ransom, extreme insurgency, and the list continues. Almost every corner of the nation have been hit by one of these very disturbing issues and has become worrisome because Nigerians can no longer sleep with their eyes closed. Highways are not even safe anymore. Everyone is agitated. There have been issuance of threats by armed robbers in the past, and recently by armed bandits to attack the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja. Should these threats be overlooked or tackled? Security Watch Africa spoke with retired Commissioner of Police CP Lawrence Alubi and retired Deputy Inspector General of Police DIG Habila Joshak on whether these threats are real and drawing from their experiences in service, and they had these to say.
These criminals, these hoodlums, sometimes they threaten. Some even have the courage to write letters to people that are going to attack them. But you see, the good thing is that, well, like it is said before, to be forewarned, to be forearmed. The police and other security agencies should be at alert at all times, not until when there's any threat. Security is a serious threat to the country today. No part of the country is safe. So it's better that we remain at alert and vigilant at all times. And we ensure that we put in place strategies that enable us to either to prevent or respond positively in the event of it occurring. So I think if they won, we don't just take it for granted. Let's all security agencies look at their operational strategies and see how they can. Those are the areas that are vulnerable, what are the black spots and so forth, and also expand our intelligence network. It will go a long way in helping us.
It's not unusual to get some threats from criminals sending messages so as to dampen the morale of the people and also to put people under fear and apprehension, and then find a way to perpetrate their crimes. This is not new. In fairness to the security network and the platform on the ground, there's some shift in ideas and in commitment. And so it is not surprising for people to dish out, send out threats in order to put people under fear. But I think I can tell you that outside the security of this country, the security system and the personnel, we do have a lot of members of the public who also are ready to tinker with security agencies. And we could see from some of the activities and action that they've taken, particularly in some states where we have kidnapping, we have bandits coming in to, clear a village. We have a lot of people now who have taken it upon themselves to work with the police, because the best way to go is including, you have to include the community in the safety of their area.
We also spoke with some people on the streets to know if they have heard of such threats and what law enforcement agencies can do to obey these threats. They expressed their concern.
Though I've not heard about the threat of bandits attacking Abuja, but I think the government should just sit up and do what is needful. A past leader of this country once said that if insurgency lasts more than 24 hours, the government knows what is going on. So if this government wants to be sincere, they should go to the root of this issue.
When you are talking about threat attack in a civilized state where especially seat of power, Abuja in Nigeria, I think it's something that the paramilitary, police, military have to quickly wake up and use their initiative, intelligence, get the information right first, not misinformation. Because at times when some people, so far Nigeria are facing unemployment, poverty challenges, at times some people give misinformation to get what they want from the government or to some channels, and they move ahead.
What needs to be done is both the leaders, which comprises the government, and the led. We all have a duty, to ensure that something is done to make our country or society secure. What the government needs to do first is to ensure that our security agencies are well trained, to ensure that they are well equipped and well motivated. We, the people, we also have a role to play. And the role we need to play is to ensure that whenever we have information which will help our security agencies to do their job effectively, we should properly inform them. And when they are being informed, the security agencies also have a role to protect their informants. So with all these, you find out that our country will be better. Those who intend to make people not to sleep will have to find another place.
In case if these threats are real or not, and what should citizens do, they give their advice.
In this country, people think security should only be the government and the security agencies. Everybody should be concerned and it's important to know that the prime beneficiaries of security society are the citizens. So therefore, it is incumbent on the citizens themselves to get involved. They should information gathering, information sharing, and observation skills. When they see anything, they see anything that they suspect, they shouldn't hesitate to call the police and security agencies. That is how you cannot make sure that your environment is safe and secure for you and others.
You live in a community, you are likely to know who are likely to have collaborators to criminals, because criminals don't walk in. Criminals do have, pocket of the community, individuals to volunteer information that could lead to attack. And so when we talk about community, we're talking about any person that lives in a place should also be involved in ensuring that there's safety. And in doing that, such people, when you see strange faces, when you see people trying to mirror on some areas, you watch out and you let the security operative to know.
It seems obvious that citizens cannot continue to live in fear as their lives are in their hands now. Nigerians are enjoined to support security agencies to put an end to this continued trend of insecurity. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Yes, from one security challenge to the other. But let's quickly go to the defense headquarters, where some of the activities of the military were told to the public. Let's hear the Brigadier General Onyuku talk to us.
22nd and 30th September 2021, the Armed Forces of Nigeria has recorded some level of successes across various theaters of operation, comprising of Operation Hardin Kai, Operation Hadirin Daji, Operation Safe Haven, Operation Y Stroke, and Operation Thunderstrike/Y Punch. The Acting Director of Defense Media Operation, Brigadier General Bernard Onyuku, spoke on the successes and stressed on the commitment of the armed forces to protect Nigerians.
Operation Hardin Kai has sustained operational tempo on land and air offensive against the terrorists and other criminal elements in the Northeast Theater. Troops had several encounters with the terrorists at different locations. In the course of the operations, significant results were recorded at different locations, such as Mazga, Kamuya, Damboa, Was, Bita, Balo, and Goza roads, and Damboa, Bulabuli, Meduguri road, as well as Baza, Jagambu, and Michiko towns. Other locations are Merari, Romutgo, Fumuye villages, Gashua market, and Takaskala axis, Damatru, Meduguri main supply routes, Mafa town, as well as Bulumba Gana, Dikwa road, all in Borno State. In Operation Hadirin Daji, troops within the period intensified their offensive actions on bandit enclaves in the northwest zone. The operations had drastically degraded their operational capabilities and denied them freedom of action and movement of arms and other illegal items. During the period under review, own troops responded to distress calls on bandit activities at different locations in Zamfara, Sokoto, and Katsina states. These areas include armed bandit attacks on Gidan Kwaru village in Safe local government area of Zamfara state, Kayaga general area, and Tafoki village in Funtua local government area of Katsina state. The Operation Safe Haven, the troops responded to distress calls on 4th September 2021, which yielded significant result at Galuwari, Manchok Road, where 2 drug peddlers were arrested with 320 parcels of cannabis sativa, which was worth tens of millions of naira at street value. These items were stocked in a vehicle. In another development, troops on the same day mobilized to forestall farmers and herders clash over farm encroachment and destruction by herders at Jebu Miango village in Basa local government area of Plateau State. 2 of the armed herdsmen were arrested in the process. The troops of Operation Y Stroke maintained their aggressive postures, while the air component dominated the airspace by maintaining surveillance and providing troops air cover. It is worth noting to state that the security situation has been relatively calm within the period in focus. However, pockets of incidents were recorded in some quarters as troops responded to distress calls and also avert communal clashes. These include Akwana village in Logo local government area, Sechula and Seaza villages in Guma local government area of Benue State. Own troops maintained their highway patrols to dominate the areas and provided security for major roads and minor roads, as well as deny armed bandits elements freedom of action. On 5th September 2021, offensive airstrikes were executed using a force pack of Nigerian Air Force platforms on a bandits camp at Kuza Hills, which led to the destruction of some of the criminals' hideouts and their logistics facilities. No fewer than 43 armed bandits were neutralized in the process.
Brigadier General Onyuku, while appreciating the Nigerian public, solicited for further encouragement and support to help win the fight against insecurity.
wish to state that the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies will not rest on their oars in the fight against criminalities in all parts of the country. The Military High Command appreciates the continuous sacrifices of our troops in the various theaters of operation across the country. It also salutes their courage, resilience, and commitment towards sustainable peace in the country. We, as always, appreciate the general public and the entire press community for their continued support and further encourage all to avail the armed forces of Nigeria with credible and timely information that will facilitate our proactive engagements in all the theaters of operation.
Welcome back. That's all we can take for this episode of your program. Join us again next week so we can bring you another informative edition. Until we come here again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.